Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm very excited to do this video. Gracia, the designer of Rosen and ROSEN-X, was kind enough to send over 9 samples from her most recent collection 4 from the ROSEN-X line. And she is nice enough to let me keep 3 of them as well, so thank you very much. These are gorgeous items. This collection was kind of largely inspired by space exploration and sci-fi, which are 2 things that really interest me. And I do know that a lot of my subscribers, sci-fi was a big part of them getting into fashion and kind of why they like more technical apparel. So I think this collection is going to be right up the alley of a lot of my subscribers. So I think there's going to be some good overlap. I was watching one of Gracia's Instagram stories where she was answering some questions about the collection. Someone asked kind of about the inspiration behind this collection, and she did cite Alien, the sci-fi movie Alien, as being one of them, and I find that really fascinating. And then she kind of went on to elaborate that the main protagonist, she's just a normal human, just a normal woman, but she can do like extraordinary things and everything. And that really resonates with me because I always like it when like films have normal humans instead of like them having like superpowers or anything. It's kind of like why I like Rogue One so much, just because it's like it's normal people standing up against like an evil empire. Anyways, I'm more of a Star Wars fan, which I know is more fantasy and less like true science fiction, but there's some aesthetic overlap between the two. But anyways, back to the collection. Something I did notice, which is a nice small detail, is that most of the items are kind of named after something space themed, whether it be a satellite or like a historical study of, you know, the sky and things beyond. So it really does tie in nicely with the theme of space exploration and sci-fi. Now, there was a nice coincidence that I am roughly the same exact height and build as their male model. So all these clothes are custom sizing, but they fit me remarkably well. So just keep that in mind when I'm trying these on. I would recommend taking advantage of the fact that ROSEN-X is a made-to-order brand, and I would recommend just kind of paying the little bit extra money and taking the time to get the correct measurements, and then you can get a super nice fitting garment. And I find that when a piece of clothing fits very well, you tend to wear it a lot more. So I think it's well worth the money just to pay that little extra and get custom sizing if you order anything. And again, these are samples, so there are some very minor differences between these and then the production model. So this is going to be more of a laid back preview video instead of a more in-depth review of each item. And that's for 2 reasons. Number 1, I haven't spent that much time with each piece, so not enough time to form a deep opinion on it. And then number 2, if I spent 10 minutes on each item, this would easily be an hour-and-a-half video. But I'm going to talk through like the initial impressions of the item, kind of talk about the fabric, the overall cut and fit of it, and any kind of major features, and just kind of show how it fits on body. And also, I might mispronounce some of the names of these items, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to start with the Aether Jumpsuit, and I think this is one of the more unique items from the collection, and I think probably one of my favorites as well. It makes putting together a outfit incredibly easy because, you know, you don't need to pick out pants and a matching top. It's just one thing. So this is a more modernized version of the traditional flight suit, and I actually find it pretty wearable even though it is a jumpsuit, which I think can be intimidating for a lot of people to wear. But this item, it's very much up the sci-fi aesthetic path, which is right at my alley. This particular one fits me incredibly well, which I think makes it more wearable. And as you can see, this material, it comes in this gorgeous olive green, but it also does come in black. And this is a heavy duty cotton that does offer some decent stretch and decent breathability as well. It does have a nice texture to it as well, so it will get some nice patina and wear marks over time. And I do think that adds to the look of a garment. This is also offered in a synthetic blend as well if you want more of a weather resistant version of this, and that one does come in blue and black. So just going through the features, one of the more unique things is the collar, and it is a pretty high collar, and you can style it in many different ways. So you can have it fully up and zip. I think it also looks really good if you undo it but you still pop one side of the collar up. It creates a pretty dynamic look in my opinion. Also, to keep it a little bit more casual, you can just kind of unzip the zipper just a little bit and kind of fold it out makes it a little bit more wearable, just like around town. And I'm not sure if this was designed to do this, but you could just fold the collar completely down just to increase the subtlety of the piece. But the main zipper is angled, which I think adds some good lines and details to this jumpsuit. So there are 2 normal hand pockets and then 2 in the rear. They do have 2 Velcro straps on the side of the waist there, so you can cinch it in, or it does have belt loops as well, so you could run a belt if you want. However, there is some elastic in the back, so it already kind of naturally cinches up in the waist. I don't even think you need to wear a belt or cinch it in at all. I like how it is. You do have adjustable cuffs as well, and then a very nice chest pocket, and actually has some decent space to expand and carry items. You can easily put your phone, wallet, and keys just in that pocket alone. Now, the bottom part of these, it does offer some good range of movement in your legs, and it does have a nice taper as well, and it comes down to I think a healthy taper. It's not like too skinny, but on the back of the ankle, that's where the elastic bit is. So it's a super clean look, so you can wear multiple shoes with these. You can put these bottoms over some boots, or you can wear them with some slightly chunkier shoes, or slim shoes as well. I probably think slim shoes work the best, just silhouette wise with this. You can wear multiple shoes with this, but I think also to keep it a little bit more wearable and just subtle around town, wearing something like a pair of Vans kind of helps subdue the intensity of wearing like a jumpsuit out in public. But honestly, I think it's pretty wearable. Anyways, next piece. I started to wear the jumpsuit just because I like wearing it, and now that I'm done talking about it, I can wear it now. Anyways, moving on to another favorite item of mine. These are the Tarvos cargo pants in dry skin. And I feel like this is gonna be on the radar for a lot of you out there. They are a very wearable and functional pair of trousers, especially if you like tapered cargo pants and kind of the more traditional like techie look. And the taper on these is just perfect because it's still wide enough where you can easily put them over a pair of boots, or you can wear them with some slimmer shoes as well. Now, the fabric on mine, since these are samples, mine are a little bit more of a dark gray, whereas the production model is going to be more of just a straight black. Personally, I like the gray. It's a nice little change up for my wardrobe. But going on to features on these guys, you do have a magnetic flap to access the cargo pockets, and there is a decent storage capacity in there, and then there is a secondary pocket inside which does have a zipper to it for extra security. I really like how ergonomic the cargo pockets are and how they are on the front of the thighs. It makes accessing whatever is in your pockets very easy, even if you are sitting down in the car. Plus, having the cargo pockets on the front help keep a more slim silhouette to the pants as well, rather than having the cargo pockets on the side, which can add some bulk to your thigh area. These also have articulated knees, as you can probably see them just hanging here. Plus, again, they do have those ankle zips on the back to taper them off. You do have 2 normal hand pockets and then 2 unique back pockets as well. However, the back pockets are not super deep, so I just feel more comfortable putting my wallet in my cargo pocket up front, and besides, keeps it more secure anyways. And you have a asymmetrical zip up there, and the waistband, you do have some nice belt loops as though you can easily fit a more tactical belt through those. It does have some elastic in there as well, just for some extra movement when bending down or being active. Additionally, the crotch is gusseted for additional movement, so that's why it might look like it's a little bit of a more low hanging crotch, a little bit more of a drop crotch. That's just for some extra movement. But being made in dry skin, it is waterproof, breathable, and has some very impressive stretch to it in all directions. And it's one of my favorite fabrics for everyday pants. You can really wear this fabric in like all 4 seasons in my opinion. But overall, I think these are a super nice wearable pair of cargos. Next item. Sticking with pants, these are the Vostok parachute pants, and I think these are definitely the widest and I think the most unique pants of the 3 that got sent over to me. Given the cut and then the nylon spandex blend of fabric, these really do offer a wide range of movement. And without any ankle modifications, they just have a pretty straight cut. However, you can use these dry cores to kind of cinch the bottoms in and make it look a little bit more like a jogger. and just take up any extra slack around your ankles. And I think it looks really good styled that way. However, if you want, you could do the exact opposite and you could flare them out by unzipping the sides and having the pant go over your shoe quite wide. But one of the most unique things with these pants are the zippers that go down the front and then the sides of the pants. And if you undo it, it actually can increase the breathability of the pants. You can get these with two different fitlock buckles. You can get a slide lock one, which is the one I have, and then you can get one with a V buckle, which I think is the more like commonly known fitlock buckle. Like with the Tarvos, these do have some elastic in the waistband. And then also there are two zippered back pockets as well. Now this particular pair is more of a bluish hue to the midnight black, whereas the production model is going to be a little bit darker to my understanding. These pants are quite different and I think people can style it in some very unique ways, but I think it looks really good. Anyways, next item. I'm sure many of you are eyeing this Kosmos Bomber in the background, and I don't blame you because it is one of the most unique jackets. The thing looks like an exoskeleton and it just plays in with the cohesive theme of like sci-fi and space exploration just so well. The amount of detail in this thing is insane. So there's a 3-layer construction to it. So on the inside there is a quilted layer, and then you go ahead and zip that up, and then you can zip the outer layer, and then up on the top there's a snap closure as well. And luckily these zippers are two-way zips, which is one of my favorite features of the jacket because you can undo it from the bottom and expose the different layers of the jacket and your outfit. And from a functional standpoint, when you undo it from the bottom, you can get some extra ventilation in your torso. Now on the Kosmos Bomber, they do have non-removable jacket slings. There's 2 that go over each shoulder and then 1 around the waist. And so it's easy just to unzip it and then take your arms out and then have it as a backpack if it gets too hot. This jacket does have multiple pockets. My favorite one being this cargo pocket here with the magnetic flap right there. I really like that. There is a chest pocket as well, and then right above that magnetic pocket there's an additional pocket. That's actually quite large. And then 2 normal hand pockets that do have zippers to it. And then on the left arm, kind of staying true to like a traditional bomber jacket, you do have a pocket on the upper kind of bicep area right there. One of my favorite features are the cuffs and how on the top of your wrist the cuff goes up further than on the bottom of your wrist, and I think it really highlights the different materials that are used. Like on the back of the arm they have that same quilted material that is on the inside. And one of my favorite ways to wear this is to undo the zippers completely and just use the snap closure up at the collar to have it secured. This is constructed from a technical laminated polyester fabric, which it's actually lightweight for how bulky it looks, but it does offer some nice water resistance, a matte texture, and it is anti-abrasion as well. Now she does offer this in 2 different colors. You can get it in just straight black, or this is the multi-color. It does have like 2 shades of like gray, green, and then black. However, depending on the lighting, sometimes it comes off a little bit more blue, sometimes more gray, sometimes a little bit more green. And personally, I think the black may be a little bit more wearable, but I think having it in the multi-colorway can really highlight all the different layers and details of this jacket. So personally, I would probably recommend going with the multi one. Anyways, next item. Sticking with outerwear, this is their Mir Bomber jacket in taupe. And this is more of a traditional kind of MA1 style bomber jacket. It is also made from a laminated polyester fabric, which again has the water resistance, matte texture, and anti-abrasion properties. I do really like the use of different tones of gray throughout this piece. The main zip, it is a 2-way zipper, which is always welcome because it just makes sitting down and driving much easier. There is a zippered chest pocket, a zippered arm pocket on the left side. Something really unique with this bomber jacket is there are 2 hidden arm pockets on the top of your forearms on each arm. And you do have 2 inner breast pockets as well. And then you do have those ribbed hems and collar and cuffs. And she does offer this in a nice dark navy blue as well. And you can also add a jacket sling as well too. There are 3 hook points throughout the inside of the jacket to do that. And the fit of this, it does kind of fit with the more traditional, just kind of bomber jacket. A little bit oversized, but has that kind of nice little bomber jacket crop to it. It's not a super long jacket, but very nice piece though. Moving on to one of the most wearable pieces in my opinion. These are the Hiten articulated trousers. And as you can see, it's made from the same lovely olive green as the flight suit. So again, it has all of those really nice properties of a patina that will form over time. Decent stretch and decent breathability as well. The overall fit of these, it's nice kind of like slim design to it. It's not like too skinny at all. Very wearable. You can wear this in a ton of different styles. And like with the jumpsuit, it is again offered in black as well. The way I like to think about these is kind of like a very functional pair of chinos. So you do get some nice features that help it be a little bit more functional, such as the articulated knees and the hidden pockets as well. In addition to, again, like I mentioned before, that nice stretch and breathability. So just going through the pockets, you have 2 normal hand pockets that do have zippers to it, and then right behind that on each side, you do kind of have a hidden pocket as well, plus 2 normal back pockets. These can work with a ton of different shoes in my opinion. I have been wearing these with boots, and usually when I wear boots I do like to cuff like 2 times. However, I do think they look good if you don't cuff it at all and you just let the pants go over whatever shoes you're wearing. And these are incredibly wearable. These are one of the things I'm going to be keeping just because it's so wearable. I'm going to get a lot of use out of them. As you can see, I already have some like dirt on it because I've been wearing them quite a bit. And a pair of pants like this is really going to stand the test of time, both quality-wise and aesthetically and stylistically. Like a good pair of just kind of like slim-fitting trousers that's really never going to go out of style, and you'll always be able to wear it. So I do recommend these a lot. I've been wearing them quite a bit. So another favorite item of mine is this Volta kind of M65 field jacket. And this is one of the more technical pieces of the collection. As you can see, it looks very futuristic, especially in the sharp white with the black detailing all throughout. And this is made from a laminated polyester fabric, which does offer some good water resistance, rigidity, and anti-abrasion. And it has a lot of good functional features in it as well. So just going through, just starting at the top, it does have a storable hood as well, which is really good. I mean, it is a shell jacket. So even when you're wearing it, it's easy to just undo the zippers on each side and then fold the hood out. And then the hood itself, it is adjustable, both from the back and then from the sides as well. So you can really secure the hood down to your head. And it's actually quite easy just to fold that hood up and put it back, and you just kind of roll it up, and you don't really even need to cram it into the collar. It's nicely sized. There are quite a few pockets in this jacket. On the inside, you do have 2 hidden breast pockets, and then going on the outside, on the left chest, you do have a drop pocket right in there. And then on the right side, you do have that same pocket, but it does have a waterproof zipper to access it. And then above the 2 normal hand pockets, there are 2 waterproof zippers which access these cargo pockets on the lower torso. And then what's really cool about this jacket, it does have a removable jacket sling, and you can wear it in different ways. You can wear it kind of more like a backpack, going 1 strap over each shoulder, or you could take the longer strap and just you go across the chest as well. So either way, that works better for you. And then what's really nice, like with pretty much every piece in this collection, is it does have a double zipper going up, which is always preferred, especially with a mid-length jacket like this. If it didn't have a double zipper, that would probably be an issue just because it is a little bit longer. So just undoing the bottom a little bit really allows for more movement. And you do have adjustable cuffs as well. And I really like the small detailing on the cuffs where the fabric goes out on top of your hand just a little bit more than on your wrist. Gracia does offer this in straight black as well. However, I really like this white color, and I've actually really been considering keeping this one or purchasing it from her. We'll see. I'm still thinking over some things, but a very nice take on a kind of a modernized, futuristic M65 field jacket. Moving on to the last two items, these are two crewneck sweatshirts made in eco cotton. And both of these are made from recycled French terry cloth yarns. And both of these offer decent stretch, softness, and due to that kind of like French terry cloth nature, it does absorb some moisture from the skin as well. So I'll talk about this first one here. This is the Hydra one, and it has some extra kind of detailing and paneling throughout. One of my favorite little details on it is this piping right along here, which almost looks like iridescent. And the fit of this one is really nice. It's a little bit more fitted than the other one, but I really like the use of this nylon throughout it as well, like across the chest, below the piping. Actually, along the bottom of your arm, the French terry cloth material ends, and then it's just that nylon fabric. It's a very unique sweatshirt, and I really like how it fits. And this does have a high collar as well, and I think that looks good with the more kind of fitted silhouette of this Hydra crewneck. But taking a look at the other crewneck, this is the Terra sweatshirt, and this one has a little bit more of a boxy fit to it. And the detailing that I really like on it is on the sleeves. It almost looks like you're wearing a long sleeve tee under a oversized t-shirt. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but whatever that detailing is, I do really like that on the sleeve there. And then right above there is a small patch of detailing on each upper bicep area. And the neck on this one, it's a little bit wider than the Hydra sweatshirt. Being more of a, plain crew neck, it still has a lot of really nice details throughout the whole entire piece. And the amount of design work that went into just these crew necks alone is pretty insane. I think these look good with the parachute pants just because the proportions kind of match in my opinion. And it kind of gives a laid back vibe to both of these sweatshirts. But again, being made to order, you could always request some custom sizing on any of these pieces. But yeah, no, that is all 9 items. So summarizing thoughts on each individual piece and then the collection as a whole. The flight suit, I think it's amazing, and you get to look like you're a mechanic from a future space station, which I think is sick. And it's actually surprisingly wearable and like functional as well. And it makes just putting together an outfit super easy because it's just one thing. The Tarvos Cargos, I think, are up the alley of a lot of my viewers. It is the more like traditional, like kind of techier cargo pants, but they're very wearable, and being made in dry skin, that's an amazing fabric just for everyday use and for pretty much all 4 seasons. The parachute pants are a very unique take on some like active wear. In my opinion, you can use it like rock climbing or, being active. And aesthetically, I haven't really seen anything like it. The Kosmos Bomber, I think, is a flagship piece of this collection. I think it really embodies like the whole kind of ethos of this collection of kind of like space exploration and space travel and sci-fi and everything. Again, I'm just so bummed that it's not, like, it's getting warm out now. I was like, bro, I want to wear the Kosmos Bomber. Just the sheer amount of detail and paneling and layers to that jacket's insane, and really there's not much else like it. The Mir Bomber, it's a very nice take on the more traditional MA1 style bomber, but it's still kind of twisted to make it a little bit more modernized and make it look a little bit more like moon-like and spacey. The Volta jacket in the M65, that's a very nice take on such a traditional piece of functional clothing. And having it in all white, I think, is super clean and just good as just like a lightweight jacket as well. Like, it doesn't, even if it's not raining, you can just store the hood away and use it as like a windbreaker. The Hiten articulated trousers are by far probably the most wearable piece out of all of it, so I'm definitely keeping these just for straight wearability every day. And again, I think it's one of those pieces that the material and durability and style is going to last for years. It's like a nice pair of like slim plain trousers. I don't think are gonna go out of style anytime soon. And then the 2 sweatshirts I think are actually very nice takes on a traditional crew neck. And even though crew necks are kind of a little bit more plain, the amount of detailing that went into it is actually pretty impressive for such a plain piece of clothing. But being into science fiction, of course, this collection was right up my alley. And that bridge between functionality and artistic expression is something I think ROSEN-X like really nails on the head. Because for me, like being into technical fashion, like functionality is a big key when it comes to clothing. I find it fascinating and I find it necessary for clothes to be functional. And so having the combination of practicality and then artistic expression is just really important to me. So I really love this collection. And then of course, sci-fi, Star Wars, you know, it just matches so well. So I'm definitely keeping the Tarvos cargo pants and then the Hiten trousers and most likely, and then the Kosmos Bomber. I'm thinking about maybe purchasing the white Volta jacket and then this jumpsuit. I just find they're very unique and I really like them. It's a nice change up for my wardrobe, but it's still pretty wearable in my opinion. I would really like to know your guys' favorite item. Personally, I think the Kosmos Bomber may be my favorite, or even the jumpsuit. Even though I wouldn't be able to wear the jumpsuit as much, I think it might be a favorite. Or I don't know. There's a lot, but anyways, guys, thank you for stopping by. And again, Gracia, thank you so much for sending this stuff over and letting me keep 3 of them. That's very kind of you. Anyways, guys, I will see you in a video pretty soon. So see ya. Have a good one.